Nestled in the expanse of the sea that stretches between Japan and Korea lies Okinoshima, an island shrouded in mystery. Known as Kamiyadoru Shima, or the island where the gods dwell, Okinoshima was designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2017. In this video, we shall explore the rich tapestry of history that surrounds Okinoshima, unraveling the stories that render this sacred isle a relic of unparalleled significance. Perched on the coastline of Oshima Island in Fukuoka Prefecture stands a shrine unlike most others in Japan. Typically, a Japanese shrine houses an altar on which a god, called a kami, is enshrined. At this shrine, however, where one might expect to find an altar, there is simply a window facing the sea. This is because worshippers here pray not to an altar, but to an entire island. That island is Okinoshima. Within the traditional Japanese religion of Shintoism and its ancestral roots, we find threads of animism, the belief that everything, be it alive or inanimate, possesses a spirit. In Shinto belief, these spirits reside in nature and can be found in mountains, rocks, trees, or even islands. The island of Okinoshima, in its entirety, is considered sacred and is worshipped as a kami. But of the myriad islands that make up the Japanese archipelago, why does Okinoshima command such reverence? The answer lies in the island's historical role as a beacon for sailors. For centuries, seafarers voyaging between Japan and Korea would look to Okinoshima as a waypoint guiding them to their destination. Over time, it evolved from a waypoint providing guidance into something sailors would pray to for safe passage. In turn, Okinoshima itself came to be regarded as sacred and worshipped as a kami. But just how sacred was Okinoshima? Even though Okinoshima continues to be worshipped today, its precise standing in early Japanese religion was lost to time. To rediscover the history of Okinoshima, a series of archaeological excavations were planned to unearth Okinoshima's forgotten past. What was discovered not only surprised the researchers on the excavations, but also reshaped our understanding of Japanese history. The first excavation was held in 1954. Archaeologist Fujio Oda participated in the excavations while he was a student at Kyushu University. The purpose of the excavations was to better understand the origins of Munakata Taisha, a group of shrines in the Munakata region that includes Hetsumiya Shrine on mainland Kyushu, Nakatsumiya Shrine on the nearby island of Oshima, and Okitsumiya Shrine on Okinoshima.
歴史をもっと詳しくちゃんと調べてですね、はっきりさせろということでですね、文献資料では7、8世紀ぐらいまでしか遡れないと。それ以前についておそらく宗像信仰というものが始まっておるわけだけれども、調べる資料が文献資料ではないから、むしろ封建した品物が出てくるのでですね、発掘調査をして明らかにする必要があるというようなことがですね、これが結果的に沖ノ島の発掘調査が必要だというきっかけになったわけですね。で、沖ノ島についてはですね、神の島でですね、一切渡航できないという掟がずっと宗像神社の方で守られておったので、島の様子っていうものがほとんど分かってないわけです。
What the archaeologists unearthed was a series of centuries-old ritual sites dating back to the 4th century AD, laden with invaluable artifacts offered to the gods. Anywhere else, such artifacts would likely have been stolen or repurposed at some point. But the artifacts of Okinoshima remained intact and untouched for over a millennium and a half. The reason these artifacts remained on Okinoshima is because the island has long been considered extremely sacred. For centuries, the island was safeguarded with a set of strict rules. Entry to the island was restricted. Any of the few people allowed on Okinoshima were prohibited from talking about anything they saw or heard while on Okinoshima. And they were also prohibited from taking anything off the island, be it ordinary stone or priceless artifact.
沖ノ島に上陸するときは必ずみそぎをするという習慣があったんですね。だから島に滞在している神主さんもですね、毎朝みそぎをやってるわけです。で、だから初めて行く人たちもですね、みんなまずあそこで、上陸したらすぐにみそぎをやるわけですよ。
Of the many things they uncovered, they found a number of lavish artifacts that came to Japan via Korea, proving the historical connections between Munakata and Korea. Some of the artifacts were made of gold and of such high value that they provided evidence that Okinoshima was not merely a local point of worship, but was instead a place where rituals were performed on behalf of the nation of Japan. In these rituals, valuable treasures were offered to pray for national stability and successful diplomatic missions to Korea. Although the capital city was located in central Japan, the proximity of the Fukuoka region to Korea made it a hotbed for international exchange, with a lot of culture, technology, and religion making its way into mainland Japan via Fukuoka. This revelation of Okinoshima's national importance underscores why it remains sacred to this day, and why the priests of Munakata Taisha continue to protect its sanctity.
本土の越宮に奉仕する神職15名のうちで10日間ずつ交代で1人ずつ沖継での奉仕を行っております。起きますとまず目の前にある海岸で朝のみそぎを行います。みそぎを行いますとその後真水で清めて塩を落としまして白衣袴に着衣をしましてお供え物を準備して中腹にある沖継まで上がっていきましてお祭りをご奉仕しております。
The guardianship of Okinoshima extends beyond the priests. The inhabitants of nearby Oshima Island partake in ritual ceremonies and help maintain the shrines, embodying a communal dedication to preserving Okinoshima's sanctity. Oshima, though modest in size, is a community deeply intertwined with the sea. For the residents of Oshima, the sacred Okinoshima holds a place of profound importance.
昔からついね最近まで3、4日泊まってずっと沖ノ島で漁しよったとよ。俺たちが来ない時でもやっぱ宝の島というかそういうなイメージはあったね。魚介の宝の山。
In the sea, about a kilometer southwest of Okinoshima, large rocks jut out from the water surface, creating a natural gateway to Okinoshima. They act as the entrance to Okinoshima, akin to the torii gates found on shrines on land.
あそこが門と思うとけん、俺は必ず通り過ぎて、まず沖ノ島のお神様のある方向を向いてから柏で打ってお世話になりますよろしくお願いしますって行く。
そんだけやっぱお岩田様中でやっぱ厳しく守られたから国王級のね出とるわけですよね。さっき沖ノ島は神宿る島、大島は神守る島って。大島にとってはやっぱ沖ノ島はなくてはならない存在ですね。
Okinoshima began as a navigational landmark for sailors willing to brave the harsh seas between Japan and Korea. It evolved into an object of worship where prayers for safe voyage, prosperous diplomacy, and other rituals for the benefit of Japan were held. These beliefs endure, as does a solemn respect for the island, ensuring that Okinoshima continues to be known as the island where the gods dwell.